All right, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is Fight Talk with the BMAs, the Basic MMA Analysts. We're here to discuss this week's fights. Two, as I've always said, just two friends who are connected through MMA, who are passionate about MMA, and we're just here to give you our thoughts about the fights and our own basic analysis based on the BMAs. that should be the picture. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. What's happening, bro? As always, I'm always joined by my boy. I'm trying to remember your internet name before I say your real name. Samurai Slick. Was because I was just about to say your real name, bro, but I know you don't want to put your real name out there, which is already out there anyway.
It's a little too late, but we corrected, we pivoted.
That's it. But Samurai Slick, how you doing, brother?
I'm fantastic, man. I'm better now that I've just got over a little bit of a flu. But yeah, just carrying on through with it, getting things done. And yourself?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Just getting through another week of Ramadan. I had a really good physio session yesterday, actually, very encouraging because I've moved on to, for my knee, I've moved on to like the strengthening and mobility and whatnot. And and I was able to do like squats and lunges yesterday. I was very happy with myself. Like the physio was like, look, you might feel a little bit of pain, but as long as this doesn't go past 5, then let's work on it slowly. And I managed to do a lot of exercise. Like I say, we done some squats, we done some lunges, we done some like mobility stuff, we done some balancing stuff. I was like, yeah, wicked, I can move. Like I felt, bro, my legs are in pain. And even though we weren't doing it was a heavy leg session based on my circumstances, but also I haven't worked on legs in like 5 weeks. My legs are in pain. They were in jelly yesterday.
Jelly
mode, bro. I haven't had a leg session like that in ages. I mean, and that's obviously because I haven't worked them out in 5 weeks, but I came out so confident. I was like, oh my God, I done a squat, I done a lunge, I moved, I done some agility stuff. And I was like, yes, okay. Like, listen, man, I was a little bit depressed because of my knee and whatnot. But after getting the MRI results and realizing, okay, that's another thing that happened this week. I got the MRI results. The good news is it's just the MCL, so everything else is intact. And it's just a grade 1, which is also a good thing.
Easy.
So I was a little bit shocked that I'm still in pain after 5 weeks. I thought like a grade 1 would be like, I should be done by now. But the doctor did say, listen, even though it's a grade 1, it could still take up to 3 months for all the pain to go and stuff and the inflammation. But the positive stuff was, like I said, I exercised, I worked out on my legs, I was able to do deep squats, everything. I was like, yes, okay, I'm moving. So slowly, he said I could start cycling, so I'm gonna start cycling, get going on that. Obviously, martial arts is out of the picture for now. Like, let me just, like, no twisting and turning right now. But yeah, I'm gonna start cycling, man, and I'm gonna do my homework and do my physio and my squats and stuff. So yeah,
leg crack,
man. Cracks. That's it, man. We're trying leg cracks,
No leg cracks. That's amazing news. Like, you healed real fast. It's probably your diet probably has a lot to do with it because and your age.
It's definitely it's not the age anymore. But when you say fast, for me, I feel like it's slow. It's like 5 weeks and I'm still in pain. Considering it's a grade 1 tear, I thought, maybe it wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know. But anyway, you've
had injuries there before, no? This crow needs to shut the fuck up.
What you got going on there?
Wildlife trying to get involved in the conversation. Anyway, you've already injured your knee before, no?
Yeah, but not as bad. I never had a tear. It was just like a little something bit of pain, and then it went away. My biggest injury was like over 10 years ago when I tore the ligament in my ankle. So that was hard.
That was what it was.
Yeah, that was the bad one. Yeah. And then, now I'm living with golfer's elbow and tennis elbow and shoulder injury, blah, blah, blah. But anyway.
Your therapy going on. Get your massage, regular sports massage therapy, regular.
I know. That's the thing, I know.
Once a month, once every 4 weeks, whatever, get it done, man.
Yeah, I know.
Getting your body torn into pieces once a week.
I know. Well, not anymore. I've been resting for the last couple of weeks. It's a shame that these injuries don't just go away with the rest. I'm like, all right, go on. We're not doing anything. Get out of here, man.
Of course, but imagine if you wasn't injured all this time, you'd be tearing yourself up and you'd be getting massages done. So once you get back to
I do.
full
Thing
health,
is, yeah, sports massages ain't cheap, man. Like, I do massages, and then but you know,
yeah,
they're like Thai massages, which can be strong, but
yeah,
it's not sports. It's not direct. It's not the deep
you got
thing.
to
I
find
mean,
the right person.
yeah, and
You
don't
got
get
to
me
find the
wrong.
right
I
person.
told the person, the lady, like dig the elbow in, and they do that, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
sports. You know, obviously from your
Specific. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
teachings, like sports massage is very direct,
yeah.
and
Find
whatnot.
pain, eliminate, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Anyway, we're
Yes,
here
man.
to talk about some fights. We had a
Yeah,
couple of fights. I mean, listen, we had a fight card which was interesting. Vicente Luque and Belal Mohammed. There was some Bellator. I know there was some boxing, but let's talk about the main event anyway, which was the Vicente Luque versus Belal Mohammed. What did you think of the fight, bro? What was your thoughts?
I thought it was a one-sided affair by Belal, man.
Really,
I thought it was
one-sided?
gonna be. I thought so. Like I only saw the highlights, and from what I could see, it was mainly Belal like doing the wrestling, putting it on him, putting the pressure on. It was a good comeback from his TKO last. Was it last year? Whatever it was. So it was a good comeback fight for him, but it looked like it was easy street for me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he had a great game plan, but he was
Yeah,
always on his
yeah,
bike, always on his bike,
yes,
left and right, left and right, left
pushing,
and right.
pushing,
So the
pushing.
straight
Yeah,
shots were not working for Vicente, and then he would throw in a takedown attempt, like he would shoot, and he had a great like a game plan basically. He was constantly on his feet, always left and right, left and right. He got caught with one, I think it was like left hook that Vicente kind of like he tried to follow up a little bit, but Mohammed was able to kind of compose himself.
good.
Other than
He's
that,
too good.
bro, like, yeah, no, Mohammed had a great game plan and he kept to the
Too
game
good.
plan. And, it goes to show that he definitely belongs up there because Vicente,
Absolutely.
is one of the top dudes, man. So that was a great fight.
Okay.
I like the performance and it was just a great game plan. I think it put Vicente on a point where, because he got him with a few takedowns, I think he just kind of like got him hesitated to strike. So, you know what I mean? Because once he commits to a strike, he's shooting in.
That's what I saw. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I
I thought.
mean,
That's why it looked really one-sided after. It looked more one-sided as the fight went on because of what you just said.
yeah, I mean, credit to Vicente, man. Like he was able to like get up from some of the takedowns, like from each round. So he was able to get up. But no, Bilal Muhammad just pulled on him. As soon as they got up, again, Muhammad was on his bike, moving left to right, striking. He was throwing a good left body kick that landed throughout the whole fight. His strikes were like, his striking was clean. His striking was good as well. I think what his game plan was just perfect. Just keep moving, doing a strike, throwing a couple of takedowns, rather than sit there and brawl and whatnot. Because that's how he got clipped last time. I mean, I don't know if he brawled, but the last fight, the time they fought, he got clipped to the left hook, and then
he got clipped early, really early. Yeah,
first round or whatnot. So
he came prepared, and it was good to see him in the win column again. So let's see what he does moving forward. If Vicente,
Bilal's on like Bilal's on like a 5 or 6. I can't remember. He's on a win streak, man. Apart from the Leon Edwards issue, he was on a win streak, man.
Yeah, he's been on job, and he's another Ramadan brother. He's been fighting on empty.
He was fasting. He spoke about it. He was speaking about it. He spoke about it. Like, he doesn't genuinely want to fight during Ramadan, but he always accepts the fight and then realizes after, he's like, damn it, it's been Ramadan. But he's been fasting doing the sessions. Yeah, but I think, he was saying that, from the mental aspect, of course, the nutrition thing is one thing. When he breaks his fast, he said he takes in the right nutrition and whatnot. But he said from the mental aspect, being able to train with no nutrition, it just feels like it gives him a higher mental edge. There's a few people, man. There was this basketball player. I mean, I don't know nothing about basketball, but there was this player, I don't know his name, but he was talking about the same thing. My guy scored 38 or something in a game, and he was talking about how he's fasting, and they were kind of mentioning that. But no, man, give credit to Belal, man. I mean, he called out Kobe, which I think will be a good fight, both putting on the pace and pressure. Kobe, it'll be an interesting fight. It'll be an interesting one, but both come with that wrestling pressure. And Belal showed here like he was moving throughout the whole 5 rounds, left to right. I feel like he can keep up with Kobe's pressure, but I think Kobe's gonna get Khamzat anyway. So they're gonna fight. Yeah, first I reckon.
Is it already been done, or it's in the works, isn't it?
It's in the works. I mean, Dana said it, so I reckon they'll try and make that fight happen. Khamzat versus Kobe.
From Kobe about anything. He's been silent.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But Usman respected the fact that Khamzat belongs there, and he's like, look, okay, this is gonna have to be reality at some point. I see you.
Yeah.
So
I think most of the real fighters did. Like, if you heard most of them, they were like, yeah. I mean, listen, first, Gilbert's up there in the top 2, right? He's he's in there for a reason. And second of all, Khamzat showed why he belongs up there. So for you to think his hype is gone just because he didn't smash through Gilbert, it would be stupid for you to think that.
I think people who believe that they're a bit one-sided and they don't understand the dynamics that just because a number doesn't mean fighting ability, you know, or any of that stuff, like, or you know, just because he's done this and done that doesn't mean you can do it at the top level. Like those inexperienced, not that we are mad experienced, but those who don't know the fight game and understand the levels to the game, we'll see, oh, the hype train is derailed. No, it hasn't.
Exactly.
He's still got everything he has. He just shown that, yeah, he's gonna get some chinks in his armor because he's going up higher opposition, but he belongs to do it.
Yeah,
he's one of the only ones to do that kind of thing, and he belongs to do it. And that's it,
man. That's it. I mean, listen, like him going up weight class or whatnot, I guess we got to slow down on those things. But in the welterweight, my guy's up there, and he could be a dominant force regardless, man. So him and Kobe will be an interesting fight to see. But I mean, look, Belal Muhammad and Vicente, they're in that same division, man. They're up there, man. So like I was saying, man, like I think we were saying it last week, I feel Belal Muhammad versus the loser of the championship fight, Usman versus Leon. So I would say Muhammad should like take that fight, but that might be a long way away because that might be in June or something. So maybe he might want to get something else in there, but before then. But we'll see.
Whatever happens.
Interesting division though.
Yeah, whatever happens, our eyes are gonna be open and welcoming to it. So yeah, man, that division is again murder's row.
The rest of the card was kind of like, I mean, I watched it and whatnot. I wouldn't say it was like the best fights ever, man. There's a bunch of unanimous decisions. Miguel Behez.
The one guy that I did call, which I find pretty interesting, sorry to tell you, is Jordan Levitt.
George Levitt. Which one was that one?
No, Jordan Levitt, the Monkey King. That's his name.
Oh,
he does the splits when he wins.
He twerked. Did you see him twerk after? Oh my god, bro, that guy.
He that guy. Was it the volcano celebration or something?
Oh my god, he makes me laugh, bro. He makes me laugh. I can't remember who was it that comment. Someone made a tweet. I can't remember who it was, but he was saying if someone twerks after they win a fight against me, they're fighting again the same night. We're fighting again. Who was it that said that? Why have I gone blank for, man? But yeah, no, that was. I mean, like I was interested. I mean, I went the distance. Chris Barnett, I was excited to see. He fought in the prelims. He's the guy who's like he's heavyweight. He does a taekwondo and dances and whatnot.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Chris Barnett, look, this dude.
No, maybe
he's got their agility and whatnot. I mean, look, there was a few. There was two today. There was two. What do you call it? Illegal strikes, and then they stopped the fight, and then they took rather than disqualification, they took it to the judges' scorecard at that point. So Chris Barnett fought Martin Boudet, and they had that. And then you had on the main card, you had the co-main event, Chio Baralo versus man, you know, here we go again.
Butchering.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Godzig, Omar Godzigzev. Anyway, one of them brothers from that area.
That was impressive.
So I think I just made that up, bro. Anyway, so he took a legal strike and knee, and then he couldn't carry on. And then they, rather than disqualification, it just went to the judge's scorecard. They just were going to stop it now and take it to the judge's scorecard. So that's an interesting one.
Well, it wasn't the only disqualification this weekend, but we'll get to Bellator after.
Yes, exactly. So there was some there, but yeah. Other than that, bro, rest of the card, just worth watching.
It was a meager card, right? Very meager.
Yeah, you can say that. What does that mean, bro?
Like bare bones, like not much to it, you know, like kind of like scarce, small.
Yeah, it was just it was just fights, you know. Like I wouldn't say there was any. When I say big names, maybe I should have disrespected but just up and comers, man. Yeah, up and comers and whatnot, man.
Yeah,
but definitely.
Go on.
Yeah, no, just saying, definitely worth watching if you've got time to watch fights and stuff, man. Because there was a lot of fights this week. There was the Bellator card, which we should just get into, I guess, man. Because that one I think had more hype than this one.
It did. It did. I did manage to catch the fight because I mean we don't talk Bellator that much, but they do have some good fighters on there, and they do put on some great performances every now and then. So it is worth giving them the hat tip.
No doubt. Yeah. No, you're right. 100%.
But yeah, AJ McKee, man, let's get to it.
Well,
let's get to it.
I mean, it's a lot of controversy, right? I mean, it was a 5-round fight. I keep hearing that AJ was robbed and whatnot. I didn't watch the full fight. I watched highlights and whatnot. I mean, he came out with a freaking sidekick straight away. Did you see that? He came out running with the stepping sidekick.
What's his name? It wasn't a sidekick, but it was.
Oh, the jumping
Doom.
Yeah, Doom. Yeah, Doom. Yeah.
Travis Brown just ate that for dinner. Yeah. But Pitbull, that fight, man.
It was. I mean, I didn't watch it. Did you watch the fight? I mean, like I said, I watched the highlights.
Yeah, pretty much. But from what I could see of the highlight, okay, let's even go back further, right? Leading up to the fight, AJ was saying about how he's looking through Pitbull and how he can fight Volkanovski and all this stuff, and he's the best featherweight. So there's all of that energy coming into that fight, as well as the fight, you know? And I thought that, I mean, I got plenty of points about that fight, but I thought that AJ McKee, he's got a lot to learn and sharpen up. Like, the way he strikes, he leaves himself open and stuff. And, like, I don't think he did. It was controversial. Obviously, you got to beat the champ, whatever. But I think that he got put in more damaging positions and took a bit more heavier shots than Pitbull did. But all the same, I don't think he's on the level of Volkanovski level. World, like the best featherweight in the world. If he's saying he's the guy, nah. When it comes to UFC, I wouldn't even say he's in top 10.
Oh, really? Top 10? Top 10 in that featherweight division? Not even top 5?
I would say we're in the top 10. Pitbull top 5. But I'm saying,
I was going to say that.
UFC featherweights? Nah, man. They get chewed up.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard loads about Pitbull being up there from day, not even just recently. So he's been up there like in the top 5 from day. So
yeah.
I mean,
saying, mixing competition, UFC against Bellator, like for like, featherweight versus featherweight, right? I think UFC's featherweight pedigree is way higher.
Yeah,
way higher than that.
Interesting, bro. Interesting. And then in the co-main event, they had, and then we were talking about this earlier, man. Like Corey Anderson, who was fighting Vadim Nemkov.
Nemkov, yeah. The Grand Prix final, right?
And then there was a headbutt, right at the end.
Yeah, they both the third round. Clunk.
Damn. Yeah. And then they called it off. So it was what was it? So no contest.
No contest, yeah. So I guess they're gonna rematch it, maybe. I haven't heard what happens next, but I saw Corey going into the crowd. I'm the champ, and the crowd kind of loved it. So, because I think according to what I heard, he was winning the fight until that happened, but I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch that one. I didn't even have time to catch that one either, man. I saw the highlights of Aaron Pico. My guy, he's a beast. I know they pushed him too much. I wouldn't say they pushed him too much, but they gave him high-level competition in the beginning and he had a couple of stumbles. But now, like, if they grow him properly and whatnot, I mean, this guy's a beast. I thought it was like a heavy body shot from what I saw that started it all off. And then
disgusting. They're disgusting. Like I saw the guy flinch and buckle by a few shots, and I don't know how he survived, but I think that was his undoing eventually. It took its toll. But he pieced him up nicely, like he was throwing everything, like body shots, he was feinting takedowns, he was going for over. He was really bearing it up. It was nice to see him do that and to come back in that fashion. And yeah, they did push him pretty fast. And if they developed him right, I think he could do some real damage.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about him a lot. Like on the Brendan Schaub, Brendan Schaub's got his own show. He's got his show, what's it called, the Thick Boy channel. What's it called? What have I gone blank for, man?
Tom, yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah.
Isn't it on the bus, on the train, or something? The vehicle, no?
No, he does that separately. Yeah, he does that separately. Food Truck Diary has that one, and then he's got the one where he talks about fights, which is the Big Brown Breakdown, I think it is.
I think,
But he's been talking about Aaron Pico for a while, and so from there I kind of followed him a little bit, but I just see the highlights and everything. So he's an interesting prospect there in Bellator.
I heard about him from MMA era when all these other wrestlers were bigging him up, like, "Hey, we got this guy." Like he's like, because he's an Olympian, or
is he?
Wait, no, I'm not sure, but anyway, like he was like high level, like probably NCA, All American, whatever. And I was like, okay, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Then he came in, so the hype was already built. And I saw him win his first fight. Then he kind of fell off a little bit, but like you said, maybe it was a bit too soon. And it's good that he's not one of those, Sage Northcutt guys or whatever that was unable to weather the storm and come back. You know, it's still early, but still, like he did get smashed up to pieces, and then he came back. So, hopefully he continues on that trajectory.
Yeah, just build it up slowly, man. I mean, like there's the rare. What is it rare? I mean, there's the rare Conor McGregor's rare comes out who could just go straight to number 2 and smash them and have a great fight. Not smash them, but have a great fight and win. You know what I mean? But a lot of people, you got to build them up correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there's been many a hype train in the UFC. Sage Northcutt, Mickey Gall, Paige Van Zandt. The names continue. So UFC. Well, everyone's got to watch out for that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, boxing does it. See, the thing is, boxing does it well, but they go too far in the sense that they build up fighters, build up. I'm not saying easy fights, but they build, but they go too far. They just, even they're 22-0, 30-0, they're still fighting those guys. They don't have the high level ones straight away. Whereas in MMA, if you prove yourself within a couple fights, all right, you're fighting a big dog like within your first 5 fights, well, at least in the UFC. If you get into the UFC, you start off, you're going well, you build up, they're gonna throw you straight away into the lion's den, man, within the first couple of fights. Which is what's fun about MMA, though. That's why I find it fun, because if you're a real prospect, you're gonna hold up there, or you're gonna lose and come back and build yourself back up. Or if you're not, you're just not gonna show up again. But in MMA, you see them, people grow again, man. After they lose, they learn, they go up, or you get the comes up to who can beat the second ranked guy in the world. It's mad. It's fun.
I think absolutely. To that point, I think it's all about the styles in MMA, and when you say that people get catapulted a bit faster into the top 5, top 6s, I think it's about the style that we see. Like, ooh, this style would be good against this one. This wrestler, jiu-jitsu fighter, or they're all rounded in many aspects. Like, let's see this kind of work. I think there's more of that matchmaking system in MMA or in UFC than there is in boxing. Boxing is just like, okay, you got this many records, you got, all right, let's do it kind of thing. Okay, and then we know that they do pad records. Like you said, 22-0. Who have you fought? Well, there was this one guy who had one arm. You
know what? There was something funny. I was again. It was from Brendan Sharp's show, and he was talking about when Jake Paul was gonna fight Tyson Fury's brother. What's his name? Nick? Is it Nick Fury? Tommy Fury. And they were laughing at they were kind of making a little bit of jokes about his record, because he fought a dude. Tommy Fury fought a dude who had like 150-0 or something, like loses 150, like 0 and 150 or something like that. It was ridiculous. His losses were like in the 3 digits, and they were laughing at the fact that my guy just doesn't give up. Like, you should know by then, like, maybe this ain't for you if you lost over 100 times.
That payment, good, man.
Yeah. But I was gonna say the fun thing about a fighter like Hamzat coming in, or that fight, is like, because you're just thinking, you know what, like, Kamaru Usman's the best in the world, right? Pound for pound best. But little do you know, there's some dude somewhere in some mountains training like a beast, and he could just come up, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it makes things fun, because with MMA, like, there's some dude training right now, and he could be the best fighter, and you just don't know. It's crazy. It makes it fun, bro. And if they come into the UFC or even any of the big organizations, it's just fun to see these guys, man. So it just makes, I guess it just kind of puts people in check. Like, yes, you're the best in the world, you're the champion. There's always another lion out there, man. You just never know.
When you're talking about that, I heard in my ears. What movie am I thinking about?
Rocky.
Right. You see Clubber Lang in the distance, out of nowhere. Rocky's there with his mink coat, all good. The floors are red, all open for him. And then this one dude comes out of nowhere from the streets. And he's just like, yeah, I want you, sucker. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Comes out, smashes him to pieces, makes the champ look like he's a bum.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
100%. I remember
Rocky 2, Rocky 3,
Rocky 3.
Rocky 3. Yeah, it's a Rocky 3 story.
Yeah, for sure. I remember even McKee, his coach was like, "You don't want to fight this guy. He's got his eye. I can see it." Like McKee, his coach knew, but Rocky lost it. Rocky lost it.
Because it's ego.
Yeah, man, you become the champ. Hey, I mean, awesome movie anyway. Awesome movie. But
yeah. But it's the same mentality that, you know, you're sitting there pretty, you're all good. You see what you see. A stacked division of fighters. Yeah, I got my eye on you guys, but you don't know what's happening over here or here. You know, these Hamzats or whoever else out there going out there.
I mean, the good thing about most of the fighters,
you know?
good thing about most of these fighters, they always try to keep themselves hungry. They're always training and whatnot. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like with Conor McGregor, I mean, can you say that he really lost motivation? I don't know, because he still tries. But after the Mayweather fight, that was it, bro. Like he hasn't won a fight except Donald Cerrone. But he goes up against the Khabibs. He goes up, he goes up against the Dustin Poiriers and, you know, whatnot. But, you know, like I don't know if it had anything to do with the money and the success, or if it was just like he was not on the level.
Opposition. Like better opposition, like Ronda, you know, like she was amazing, and then better opposition came. The women division opened up, and it was like, yo, like maybe I shouldn't be here. you know, like
simple.
So I don't know, like me and Conor ain't spoke for a while, so I don't know what's going on in his head, but we just, you know, it's just crazy what he's done in a short space of time. And I guess it's unfortunate to see that he hasn't continued that forward. But he has opened up many doors.
He'll go down as a legend in the sense that he'll definitely hold the record for all the pay-per-views. He'll hold the record for growing the UFC and the MMA to an audience that the MMA didn't have at one point. It might not be a hardcore audience, but it's just an entertainment audience. He opened it up for the entertainment value of the trash talking. He maybe took it so far, but you have to give him credit for what he's done. He's a legend. He's going to go down for that, for sure.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. Like, never take anything away from Conor, even if he's not winning fights now and or whatever. Like, you know, the record states he hasn't won a fight since or beaten any of the big guys since, you know, 5 years or whatever it is. But he's done a tremendous amount for fighters, for the business and especially for fighters that no one has ever seen ever.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, listen, I'm a big Khabib fan, but the fact of the matter is, if Khabib and Conor didn't happen, maybe Khabib wouldn't have been as popular. I'll be still a fan, but maybe he wouldn't be as popular as he is now, maybe. And, you know, that's got to do with Conor as well. Conor's a big part of that happening. So I don't know if, you know, like you got to give him credit for everything, really, for a lot of that hype, which makes it fun.
Good, bad, and indifferent, right? Good, bad, and indifferent. It's like, you know, the Batman needs the Joker.
Well, exactly. And Ali needed Frazier and all that sort of stuff. Like, you need your rival and whatnot. Which
you need to, like, unfortunately, it was nasty. You know, it was horrible to go into what he did, and I'm not going to repeat all of that. But whatever, like, it did massive numbers because of these things, and it's history.
That's it. It's history. History. Well, let's move on to next week's card, and it's another like, you know, all right card to just
hold on. What did you think of the whole Pitbull fight then? Did you think that it was deserved? Because AJ looked, I know we're going back to he looked mad surprised when they called it. Like, what did you think of that fight?
I just saw the highlights, man. So I can't really give a honest opinion. Yeah, like I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was supposed to watch it, but I had grocery shopping to do before we jumped on the call. So I didn't get a chance to watch all the fights. Yeah. I just heard that it like Rampage was saying it was like the biggest robbery he's ever seen in MMA. Really? Even considering he even compared it to his when he lost his title and he thought he got robbed. He goes, even compared to that, I feel like it was the biggest robbery. So that's on his like thoughts. But anyway, I mean, look, I mean, I need to go back and watch the fight and make
I need to watch the whole fight as well, because I just saw the highlights. But what I was saying earlier was just depicting that, looking at what he was saying leading into the the event and looking at both of those fighters and such, and then I was like, okay, let's forget the fight itself. Let's look at the divisions and see. But watch it and tell me what you think about what I've said in regards to how the Bellator's finest featherweight division match up to the UFC's one. Tell me what you think.
All right, we'll do. You know what's crazy? Yeah, I mean, I will do that. I will do. I follow ONE FC way more than I do Bellator. If that makes sense. It's like UFC for me. It's gonna be UFC number one always. Then it's gonna be ONE FC and then Bellator. But I will make sure because look, Bellator's got, like I said, amazing fight. Michael Venom Page is my favorite fighter on Bellator. So anytime he fights, I need to see it. I'm really excited about that guy. But yeah, anyway, look, yeah, I will watch that fight and then I'll let you know my thoughts.
Just that fight and then tell me what you think. That's it.
All right, we'll do. All right, next week there's another fight card. And it's Jessica Andrade versus Amanda Lemos, and she's coming up, right? And Jessica Andrade, obviously, former champ, she beat Rose. Considering how Rose beat freaking Zhang Weili and Joanna, and then you got Jessica Andrade who slammed her on her head and won. Like, you got to give. She's got some stripes, man. She got some stripes. So
Jessica.
Yeah, you got to give some credit for that. Like the fact that she's got that over the champ, I guess.
She's a tank, man. She's a real tank. She's strong, but she, I think she could probably try to be a bit more lighter with her moves, because I think that heavy plodding motion is what kind of gets people to see her timing and counter her pretty well. But she's an animal. She's an animal.
Yeah, should be. I mean, look, I don't know much about Amanda. I mean, it's not like I followed her and whatnot, but you know, she's definitely. I guess this for her. This is probably one of her biggest fights in the UFC or in her career. To fight, like Jessica Andrade is she ranked number one? Hold on,
she's third. Is she third? She's high up there anyway.
I'm seeing a number one near her name, and Amanda's got number 10 near her name.
She's high up there,
bro. That's a big step. Hold on, let's check the rankings real quick.
Well, you know what? Now that's normal, isn't it? Look at Hamza.
Yeah, no. Wait, no, that's wrong. And Zhang Weili is 1. Carla Esparza is 2. No, I'm looking at the wrong division. Am I looking at the wrong division? No, wait.
Oh, come on, son.
Wait. Where am I looking at? Amanda Lemos is 10. Yeah, Amanda Lemos is 10, and Jessica Andrade.
UFC. Oh. Okay, this is what I've got, yeah? I've got Nunes 1, Weili 2nd, Carla Esparza 3rd. Yeah, you got the right list. Marina Rodriguez 4th.
What are you? I tell you.
Yeah.
Nunes.
Still this matchup. Tisha Torres 6th.
Wow, I don't know, man. I'm looking at the UFC site, right? UFC.com, and it's off. Check this out. They got like.
Oh yeah. I see it now.
Wait, they even got wait. Hold on. This
that's a hard look at that. That's a hard list, right? Look at that. Hard guys.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that they just brandish the champions up from the homepage. Just like, this is our guys and ladies. Bam, bam, bam.
Jessica.
Huh? Oh, because she still counts as okay. They got Amanda Nunes still as women's featherweight champion. Obviously, she didn't lose that one, right? So she's still a champion.
Yeah, but I'm seeing 2. Why am I seeing 2? You know what? The site's off, man. I'm seeing Valentina Shevchenko as the. Oh no, that's why it says women's pound for pound ranking. Okay, that's what's confused. And then next to her is the strawweight, and next to that is a flyweight. It's so confusing.
Yeah. So yeah.
But I'm seeing Jessica Andrade as number 1 in the flyweight division, and then she's fighting Amanda Lemos, who's in the strawweight division, as number 10.
Well, let's not forget that you could be ranked whatever in one division, and then in another division you could be high. So
that's true. She's so Andrade must be coming down to the strawweight division. Then I'm assuming is this right? Is this fight a strawweight? It is a strawweight bout. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It
must be because the fact that they've where'd it go now? The fact that they've got Juliana Pena in bantamweight champion. But then if you scroll down, you got Nunes as a featherweight champion. I kind of forgot about that. She had 2 belts, you know? So they still put her as a champion. But yeah, as you were saying, sir.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, man, another card. I mean, Clay Guida's on the card. He's a legend. I mean, with his pace, his crazy pace here all over the place and whatnot. My guy's still doing it.
Energy, man.
Yeah, he's still doing it, man. Still doing it. Yeah, man. It'd be an interesting card to. I guess, like I said, it's not like a high roller card, but something fun to just sit and watch.
Macy Barber, she was up and coming at one point, and then she busted her knee in that fight, went through it, and then it kind of went downhill from there. No, Macy Barber, remember her?
Can't remember, man.
I think she went to go fight what's her name? Ooh, Paige Van Sant.
Okay.
It was like newbie versus newbie kind of thing, and then Macy Barber kind of like ran through it, and like Paige kind of went stage left. Remember that?
I think so. I can't remember, to be honest.
They kind of built a name of, like, she kind of built her name off that fight, and then am I lying to myself? I think I'm lying to myself. Okay, ignore all of that. Ignore all of that. Yeah, no, there's not much on that card then. That card's pretty empty.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a Sunday morning for me, Sunday morning fight that I'll just chill and watch. And it's not something that if I missed it, I could just catch on the reruns or whatnot.
Yeah, it's not a massive card. The one after that is the one, but I guess we'll leave that for next week. UFC 247. Sorry, 274.
274.
Oliveira Gaethje.
Okay, let's talk about that more next week. Let's talk about that more next week. Yeah.
That one, I mean, come on, son.
Yeah, we could break that one down next week. The other fight announcements I just wanted to kind of like that came up throughout the week was Marlon Moraes retired. He was going on a week, and you saw.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so he retired. Some fight announcements: Alexander Volkov versus Jaurizio Rosenstrike, because that fight was. Well, he was supposed to fight a couple, like last week or the week before, right? And that was cancelled.
Rosenstrike, yeah?
Yeah, so that's on June 4th. Then you got Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Neil Magny.
Yeah.
And he's the guy I was saying to you that they were comparing him to Kamzat. Yeah, but he was like, don't compare me to him. But he's got the Neil Magny fight on June 25th, and he's kind of a beast, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. And then you got Chito Vera versus Rob Font, which is another fight that was announced, and that's a main event, and those two that'll be fun as well. So some interesting fights coming up. It's interesting fight, what's not, but yeah. But other than that, I mean, look, it was a small card today this week. It wasn't crazy and whatnot, but it was good for us to kind of talk it through and at least give our thoughts and stuff.
Of course, as always. I mean, lastly, did you catch the boxing? Did you see any of the boxing at all?
I didn't. No, I didn't know.
The only thing I saw from boxing is Isaac Cruz. You know, he is like he lost to Gervonta Davis not too long ago, and he smashed this guy for the vacant WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion, and then he called out Ryan Garcia, if you know who he is.
Mm-hmm. I know who he is. Right.
Yeah. So that's interesting because I mean, stylistically, it's going to be fun.
Okay.
Very fun. So yeah, look out for that one. What's the name again? Isaac Cruz versus Ryan Garcia, possibly to be made eventually.
All right, that sounds awesome. I mean, listen, I don't follow boxing as much, but I know Ryan Garcia. I know he's got great body shots, so that's fun to watch. Yeah. Oh yeah. He tried. Well, I mean, Ngannou, like he couldn't do shit against Ngannou, but that's because Ngannou's he's a giant. He's a giant of a man, isn't it? Specimen.
He still flinched when he took it though.
Yeah, no. When I say he couldn't do shit to him, I'm talking about. Listen, Garcia will kill me with a punch like that. I'm talking with Ngannou. It's just a weight. It's a weight thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I think he took two though. I think he took two. And the second one, Ngannou was like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, chill out. Yeah.
No mas. Yeah, no. He's a killer. But yeah. Other than that, in boxing, not too much. Heavyweight division's quiet. You know, Tyson Fury's
they announced
or something.
Luis, what's his name? Luis versus Ortiz, I think it is. Maybe I'm making up names now, bro. I don't follow boxing much. I think so. Luis, is it Luis Ortiz? Luis, who? Yeah, bro.
The Cuban guy, yeah? The gorilla-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
Andy Ruiz. I think Andy Ruiz fighting him. And fighting him and fighting the Cuban. I think it's the Cuban guy, the guy that Deontay Wilder knocked out.
And they fought twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's happening.
I saw something. Yeah, I think they scheduled that.
Okay, well, hopefully Andy Ruiz, he's kept his weight down and he's still doing what he was doing because he was looking good. He was looking really good after he lost to AJ. So, hopefully he does something with it, and we get to see a fantastic show.
Definitely, man. Cool. All right, brother. Well, listen, man. Look, I appreciate your time. Thank you, man. I know it's short one this week, but it's great for us to kind of catch up about these and just kind of like throw our basic knowledge around and what we know, what our thoughts are and stuff. But yeah, man. Listen, brother. As always, I appreciate your time. And cool. For everyone else, thanks for listening. Like, please subscribe, comment, all the other sort of stuff. But stay tuned. Every week we're gonna have these fight talks. So if you enjoy these, just like just check them out every week. All right, well, we're out. Peace.
Sorry, man. Got these pigeons trying to fuck on the balcony. I'm trying to... Anyway, peace.
That's all good. All right, peace. Let me stop this recording.